Team. I'm AJ Howard.
I'm Elizabeth Fisher.
I'm Anne-Marie Vincenzo.
And I'm Drew McAdams. We're known as the Big Four in the news world. This is ANN, American News Network, bringing the people the information that they want to hear.
Hi, I'm Anne-Marie Vincenzo, and I'm reporting live from ANN News, American News Network. It's January 8th, 19th, and we have breaking news. Woodrow Wilson has just created 14 points in a speech that plan for a favorable and peaceful environment and are to be enforced after World War I is over. Sources say that it will create a just and lasting peace, not a victor's peace, which means that the points imply that it is very important for all countries to be in good relations with each other at the end of this war so that future problems can be prevented. A plan is definitely needed for what is going to happen after the war ends. These points include no secret alliances, freedom of the seas, no economic barriers, reduction of arms, recognition of colonial people's rights, territorial changes, and the League of Nations, which is to be created. Sounds to me like the war will be coming to an end soon. I'm Anne-Marie Vincenzo reporting live for ANN News.
This is AJ Howard reporting for ANN, American News Network. I'm coming to you from the Paris Peace Conference in late January 1919. The Big Four, also known as the Council of Four here, is making quite a bit of news consisting of Woodrow Wilson from the United States, David Lloyd George of Britain, Vittorio Orlando from Italy, and Georges Clemenceau of France. While the Allies at the Paris Peace Conference is made up of more than 20 nations, the Big Four has entered Versailles as the primary decision makers. However, Orlando pulled out of the conference today after his demands were not met. This leaves Wilson, George, and Clemenceau as the only remaining decision makers at the conference. These three heads of government are the leading architects of the Treaty of Versailles, which is to be signed by Germany in the near future.
This is Drew McAdams reporting live from ANN, that's American News Network. We have breaking news from the President Woodrow Wilson himself. The President states that there has been a new treaty drafted that will be called the Treaty of Versailles. This treaty will supposedly end World War I. And within the treaty are a variety of reparations and harsh demands that will be immediately implemented into Germany. As we see it, the government is looking to exploit Germany's abundance of resources. The first thing that Germany will have to do is pay back reparation for the damage caused by war. As of right now, that figure is set to around 6,600 million pounds. Now, pricey reparations are not the only thing that the Treaty of Versailles is calling for. Along with that, Germany's army will be reduced to a maximum of 100,000 men and no tanks. Their navy will only be allowed 6 ships and no submarines. Along with that, they will not be allowed an air force. Lastly and most importantly, Germany will not be allowed to unite with Austria, and it will lose land to France, Belgium, Denmark, and Poland. After the land is distributed, the League of Nations will take control of Germany's colonies. As of right now, that is all we have on the Treaty of Versailles.
I'm Anne-Marie Vincenzo, and I'm reporting live for ANN, America's News Network, tonight. Tonight I'm going to be reporting on the territorial changes resulting from World War I. The traditional balance of power has been destroyed and is being replaced by a power vacuum of new, unstable states with ethnic rivalries, which are a problem coming out of this war. There has been a collapse of 4 great empires in Central and Eastern Europe. These empires include Russia, Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire. There's also 9 new successor states that have emerged, which include Poland, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, Austria, and Yugoslavia. There have been many nations that have gained territory after World War I and that also have lost territory. Those that gained territory include Yugoslavia, Romania, Austria, Greece, France, Italy, Denmark, Belgium, Czechoslovakia, Poland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, United Kingdom, Japan, and Portugal. Nations that lost territory after World War I include Germany, which was forced to give up land because of the Treaty of Versailles, China, the Russian, German, Austro-Hungarian, and Ottoman empires, Bulgaria, and Ireland, which is in the United Kingdom.
This is Drew McAdams reporting live for ANN, that's American News Network. with another story on the Treaty of Versailles. It is mid-July in 1919, and we have just received breaking news from President Woodrow Wilson himself that the United States will not, I repeat, not ratify the Treaty of Versailles. President Wilson has stated that a government official, Henry Cabot Lodge, has claimed that he is suspicious of Wilson's Treaty of Versailles and the League of Nations. He is also suspicious of Article X, which within the treaty, which requires the U.S. to respect the territorial integrity of its member states. Lodge states that he sees the League of Nations as a supernatural government that would take away from the power of the American government. Lodge has publicly asked for the U.S. to be exempt from Article X if they plan to ratify the treaty. In response to this, Wilson has not accepted Lodge's offer. As of now, neither side has agreed, and the U.S. will not plan on ratifying the treaty. As of right now, this is the most current information on the Treaty of Versailles. This is Drew McAdams signing out from CNN, giving the people the information they need to know.
I'm Elizabeth Fisher, reporting for ANN here with breaking news. It's January 1920 and the League of Nations have officially been founded. It's the first international organization whose principal mission is to maintain world peace. It's based in Geneva, Switzerland, and it has 42 founding members. It's made up of a General Assembly, an Executive Council, and a Permanent Secretariat. When there is a dispute, the League, under its covenant, can do three things known as sanctions. They would call on the states in dispute to sit down and discuss the problem in a peaceful manner, done by the League's assembly. If one nation were seen to be the offender, the League could verbally warn them. If the states refused to listen to the assembly's decision, the League could introduce economic sanctions, arranged by the League's council. The purpose of this was to financially hit the aggressor nation so it would do as the assembly required. The logic is to push the nation towards bankruptcy, which would anger the citizens and force the nation to listen to the assembly. If this failed, the League would introduce physical sanctions. This meant military force would be put into place. The primary goals of the League of Nations is to prevent wars through collective security and disarmament, and settling international disputes through negotiation and arbitration. We will be back for more updates for the League of Nations. I'm Elizabeth Fisher, signing off for ANN American News Network. Stay classy, San Diego.